Hello, this is just another 80s Geek, and you are watching the Geek Showcase, where we highlight all things geeky. Been on a little bit of a sports trend lately, as you've seen from some of the Panini sticker album videos. I wanted to do a couple more here. I spent very little money, almost no money at all, and I got 30 junk wax baseball packs. What I mean by junk wax is most of the cards manufactured from baseball from say 1987 to 5-ish are not worth much because they were so overproduced and there's nothing really hardly rare in them and stuff like that. So you can get them for fairly cheap. So there was a lot online of 30 of them. And so I picked them up. So we have some cards from 1987 through 1993. As you can see here on the table, it's a collection of Topps Stadium Club, Fleer, regular Topps Traded, a couple Donruss, and some Bowman. So we're going to just open up a few of those on each of these videos, and we'll make our way through the 30 packs. We'll probably do a couple on each video. So we're going to first start with a 1987 pack here of Topps. And just so you're aware of the types of people we're looking for 1987, we're looking for Mark McGwire, Bo Jackson, or Barry Bonds. There's almost a 0% chance of getting one of those out of just one pack, especially this one, which it looks like it was completely open before, but we'll see. The rest of them look like they're pretty well sealed, but you never know. Could be repacked, or we'll find out, I guess, as we open them up. So this is the 1987. I can still feel the piece of gum in there. So if they repacked them, they saved the gum and kind of repositioned them. So, all right, we'll look at this 1987 pack here. And if anybody wants the gum, it's stuck to this card. So there's a piece. You want that. And the rest of it is on this Frank DiPino Chicago Cubs card, which doesn't seem like that's going to come off very easy. So we're just going to set that aside. All right, so then we have, this is the O-Pee-Chee. Sorry, this is not the Topps pack. I didn't see that Topps is not on here, and it's O-Pee-Chee because they had some as well. So it's going to be a little bit different of a color gradient on the wood and a little bit different gloss than Topps. Topps, Tiffany, O-Pee-Chee, all that kind of stuff was making almost identical cards. So we got Rick Burleson of the Orioles. We got Bob Nepper of the Astros. We got Don Ace from the Orioles. We have Larry McWilliams from the Pirates, Marty Barrett from the Red Sox, and Jerry Hairston from the White Sox. So like we're expecting from most of these packs, hot garbage. So, all right, let's do a couple more on this video, and then we'll have the others in a separate video. We're just going to do the 1988 ones. Here we're looking for probably Tom Glavine, Edgar Martinez, or potentially Mark Grace. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. We have a Donruss 1988 and we have a Fleer 1988. So those will be the other two we open in this video. All right, so puzzling cards, 3 puzzle pieces and 15 picture cards. Let's see what we got in this Donruss pack. There are the puzzle cards for the Stan Musial puzzle. I think it took about 63 puzzle pieces or something to make that total. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Rick Manning from the Brewers. And you can see sometimes there's a difference between a card that has the black border in the corner and a blue border in the corner. There's a variation on this set, so that's something to, I guess, look for. So we got Rick Manning of the Brewers. We got Dave Dravecky, great story here for the Giants. We got Mike Bielecki, the one-time Cub for the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one. We got Jeff Stone, not as familiar with Jeff Stone there, and Chris Brown. All right, we got Manny Hernandez, John Morris, George Hendrick of the Angels, a Diamond King, Dwight Evans, Ernest Riles, Carl Nichols, Dan Petrie, Dave Anderson, Joel Skinner, and Dave Clark. I feel like they opened all of these and just put the crappiest cards possible back in them for me here. But all right, that's the 88 Donruss. Let's open one more and see what kind of garbage we have in this one. This is the 1988 Fleer pack. Looking for the same players. Tom Glavine, Edgar Martinez, Mark Grace probably. the best we can hope to get, and we will probably get none of those. Not trying to be a pessimist. This is just wax era baseball cards here. All right, so we got the Mets National League Appeal sticker there. We got Bryn Smith of the Expos. We got Brian Dorsett of the Indians. Scott Sanderson from the Cubs. Dave LaPointe from the White Sox. Steve Sachs from the Dodgers. Chris Bosio from the Brewers. Charlie Puglio from the Braves. Billy Ripken from the Orioles. Bill Doran from the Astros. Bill Wilkinson from the Mariners. John Tudor from the Cardinals. Dave Bergman from the Tigers. Darryl Miller from the Angels. Bob Brower from the Rangers. And Kevin Mitchell. I guess that's the best we've gotten so far here for the Giants. All right, so that is some examples of some of the 1987 and 88 cards from O-Pee-Chee, Donruss, and Fleer. This has been Just Another 80s Geek. You've been watching the Geek Showcase. Tune in next time as we make our way through the rest of these 30 packs.